The reason what we're teaching here is the laws of God, right? The laws of God teaches us how we should conduct ourselves, one with another, one with our Lord God as well, and how we honor him and do and serve him. All right, you got something for me? Go ahead and read that.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 33, verse 4. Moses commanded us a law, even the inheritance of the congregation of Jacob.
All right, so he commanded us the laws of God, and that's what we should do. Because, Brother Omar, real quick, before you head out, did you hear what I was just talking with the young youth about, right? About not stealing, right? Is that religious, or is that something that we got to learn and begin to apply as a people?
I would say it is and it isn't. I mean, most religions do teach not to steal, but it's kind of lost in culture.
But there you go, it's culture. Because God's laws are actually culture. Get that, Sirach 17 and 11. That's what God's laws are all about, because once you have those things ingrained within you, that's what your actions repeat. You understand? So if we don't ever teach our youth not to steal, not to kill, and the severity of those things, guess what? It becomes normal. It becomes our culture.
Bring it out.
Read that.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 17, verse 11. Besides this, he gave them knowledge and the law of life for inheritance.
The laws of God are our heritage. That's what we're known for. That's what we should be applying, all right? It's not about religion, right? This is about our heritage, the things which would make us a great people. Get that back in Deuteronomy chapter 4 and verse 5. Let's read that. Because when you walk around, when you see the brothers here, there was something that made you stop, right?
Yeah.
What was it that made you stop?
Sense of community. I think it's just a sense of community, y'all. It's just black brothers over here, you know.
Right.
I just want, why not learn? Y'all seem like the right people to learn from.
Absolutely, because we are applying God's laws. We're coming out and teaching our people God's commandments.
Right,
that's right.
We're walking in unity. You see all the brothers up here. What you see about us that's unified?
Same shirt.
Same shirts.
Same skin color.
First thing, right?
Yeah.
First thing you see, same attire.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Brothers moving in the same spirit, right? Read that.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 4, verse 5.
Bring it out.
Behold, I have taught you statutes and judgments, even as the Lord my God commanded me.
So Moses taught statutes and judgments, even as the Lord has commanded us. Read.
That ye shall do so in the land, whether ye go to possess it.
So we have to do these things wherever we go. Whether we are here in Minnesota, right? Whether we travel abroad to Somalia, whether we go to Australia, wherever we may go, we still must do God's commandments. Read on.
Keep therefore and do them, for this is your wisdom and your understanding in the sight of the nations.
So when we do God's laws, it's our understanding, our wisdom in the sight of the other nations. And when the other nations see us, they will do what?
Which shall hear all these statutes and say, surely this great nation,
This what?
this great nation,
They saw it and they said, there's something different about these brothers right here.
Right.
Something
Right.
different about these sisters right here. They are a great nation, right? But today, we're not called a great nation. We're called niggas. We call African Americans, spics, immigrants. Go back to your country. Pull yourself up by your bootstraps.
Even within ourselves.
Even within ourselves, right? Because why? We don't apply the commandments of God. To understand that we're not getting out of here unless we all do it the same. That's why we're coming out here to uplift our nation, our people, sharing God's laws. We got to come back to that, because if we are in the midst of a community of liars and murderers, drug dealers, guess what? That's going to impact us. Now I can't let my kids go outside and play and have a good time because I know the person down the street, he's a drug dealer. He has people over there with guns. Sometimes they get upset, they get drunk, and then bullets start flying. I don't want to lose my son, so guess what? I'm going to keep him closer to me. about community. Continue reading.
Is a wise and understanding people. For what nation is there so great, who hath God so nigh unto them?
What nation is so great that they have God so near unto them? Because here's the thing. When we do God's commandments, right, he will then save us. He will then be with us. If God is for us, who can be against us?
That's right.
Read that.
This is the book of Judah, chapter 5, verse 20.
Bring it out.
Now therefore, my Lord and Governor, if there be any error in this people, and they sin against their God.
So this is the flip side. If we're out here sinning against God, God told us not to steal. God told us not to kill. God told us not to rob, murder. He told us not to break his laws, not to break his Sabbath day. All right. He told us put fringes on our clothes.
Right.
All right. He told us for my sisters, don't wear pants. He told for the men, don't wear dresses. Right. He told us not to hate one another. Right. But when we start doing all these things, we began to sin against our Lord God. Read on.
Let us consider that this shall be their ruin.
When we sin against God, that is our ruin. Look at where we are today as a nation of people. Are we not in decay? Are we not in ruin? Right? Give me that. First Maccabees, chapter 3, verse 43. Take a look at our nation. Take a look at our community. We continually break God's laws, statutes, commandments. And guess what that has led to? Our demise. Read.
This is the book of First Maccabees, chapter 3, verse 43.
Come on.
They said one to another, let us restore the decayed estate of our people.
So right now our community is in a decayed estate. We are in a state of ruin. But we said one to another, let us restore that decayed estate, because we should be on top of everybody.
Right.
We should be running this world.
Right.
But we cannot do that if we're in sin, in the midst of sin. Go back to Judah. All right. Continue reading.
Let us consider that this shall be their ruin, and let us go up, and we shall overcome them.
Because when we break God's laws, guess what? God's going to turn his back to us.
Right.
He's going to allow things to go on because we don't want to keep his commandments. It's no different than with our children, right? Brother Omar, you got any children?
No, I don't.
You got any cousins or nephews or nieces or something like that?
A couple nieces.
So if you told them, look, don't touch the stove, you see them going up, hey, don't touch the stove. You told them 20 times.
You gonna get mad.
You're going to be like, okay, watch. What's going to happen? That's the same thing that God has done. He's going to turn his back on us and allow those other nations to put their foot up in our rear ends.
Right.
All right? Read that.
But if there be no iniquity in their nation.
So my sister Sherry, you know what that word iniquity is, right? What's the key word? What is it? Sin. Right? If there be no sin in that nation, read.
Let my Lord now pass by.
The other nations better pass on by. Why?
Right.
Read.
Lest the Lord defend them.
If we keep God's commandments, the Lord will defend us against all these other nations. Read on.
And their God be for them.
And our God be for us. All right? God will be for us. When we keep the commandments, right, God will be able to fight for us. All right? So that's what we're teaching. That's what we're out here doing. We're teaching that we must return unto God's laws, statutes, and commandments. We must keep these days holy, right? Real quick, give me 1 Corinthians chapter 3, verse 16. Or 6, the smoking. All right, because I know this, Brother Omar, you got a vape, right? So Sherry, I saw you smoking earlier, right? This is love. We're bringing this out because we love our people. We want you to know, you may not have known that smoking goes against God's laws. Read that.
This is the book of First
Corinthians. Come on. 1 Corinthians. Let's go.
This is the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 3, verse 16.
Come on.
Know ye not that ye are the temple of God?
God's people. We are his temple. He created us. Read.
and that the Spirit of God dwelleth in you.
So the reason why you're listening to this word today is because the Spirit of God is dwelling within you. There was something in you that said, I got to stop today. I got to listen to what these brothers are bringing out. They're reading from the what? The Bible? Okay, let me listen to what God has to say. Read.
If any man defile the temple of God,
if you defile that temple, how do you defile your temple? By putting things within your temple that are not supposed to be within your temple.
Right.
All right. Our lungs are not meant to take smoking. All right. Whether it be the quote unquote traditional smoke or even the now new school vaping. When you vape, you are putting water in your lungs.
Right.
Your lungs are not supposed to handle any water.
Right.
It's air that runs through your lungs, right? So if any man defile the temple, read,
him shall God destroy.
God will destroy you. God will destroy you. But why? Because we fell away from God's commandments. Read on.
For the temple of God is holy, which temple ye are.
We are to be a holy temple. We're supposed to be separate. All right. We don't follow the ways of the world. But what happened? Time after time after time, we began to fall into breaking God's commandments. God doesn't want you to smoke.
That's right.
All right. He doesn't want you to smoke cigarettes. He doesn't want you to smoke weed. He doesn't want you to smoke vape. He doesn't want you to vape. Right. You know, he don't want you to do any kind of hard drugs, whether it be crack, whether it be cocaine, whether it be any of the methamphetamines or anything like this. Right. God does not want you to be like that. Why? Because he wants you to be sober-minded.
What is a nation? Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is